But they wanted to ask something about the job market. I know you guys are in this space, and you heard about the companies firing people, and especially in tech space, especially with what happened last year and even this year.
So what's like the top reason for like a massive fire and all?
We don't know yet. That's what I'm going to. That's what I want to ask them. Actually, it's an economy, like there's an economic downturn now, like especially in tech space and in other industry, but mainly in the tech space. I don't know what has been your experience with that?
Like when you say what have we experienced, is
Like-
it what we feel about it?
Like in terms of what you've experienced personally and what you experience with other people like that and like what did you just say about the job market in tech generally?
I've been fired from a job.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, very
There's a reason for that.
No, is this a can't say has never been?
Okay,
There's a reason for that.
There's a reason for that. In that, I feel like in that, I don't know how to say this without sounding somehow, but you know how a lot of people are like, oh, they're into tech, and I look at it as man, if you were really into tech, the amount of efforts, like you as a senior engineer, the amount of time that you've put into your craft, the amount of pain you've gone through to get to where you are.
Yeah.
And then it's not like when you look like, okay, when you were learning, when you were still learning, it's less nice, the issues you had.
Of course.
And to find a solution to a problem. And then now people just want to have, I feel like people just want, I may be wrong, but I feel like people just want to have like stickers on their laptops, carrying out.
like when I was learning programming, right? Like I sat in a place for 1 year learning programming.
Yeah, I understand that.
Because of
Skill
skill level is there, but because of how valuable
Ease.
I mean, you could be good, but then valuable at the same time.
Oh, okay.
It's just it is a different level of game that you're playing. I guess like some people are just like then in school, like and they'll be like, oh, take guy like whining me and stuff, and they'll be like, oh, let's make this money, teach me how to code. I'm like, I don't think you're going to be a coder because
I hate it. I hate
to
to say
that like. I mean, will you be willing to just code for 2 years without getting paid? Because that's for how many years, Seth? And Femi, what year did you say did you start coding?
That we what?
Yeah, they started coding like
I think I started after school.
that was like
That's
16,
17.
15. Yeah, when do you first get your paycheck?
Paycheck.
Yes.
Wow. That was 21, 22 now.
How many years is that?
It's like
6
5 years.
Right.
Wow.
So if you try think that you want to make money, it's like oof. It's like okay.
And you'll be thinking that they'll make some youth box
Yeah.
after like some
This first paycheck I'm talking about, it wasn't super.
Yeah, bro. Like you want to say the figure.
I mean, I think like
How much was it?
major programming work.
The first time you got paid for coding, what was it?
For
Yes.
work.
Yes.
It was 10,000.
Exactly.
20,000.
My first was 60, man.
I was 200.
Wow.
Yeah, developers and
They are engineers.
Exactly.
But that 200, you were at a particular skill level.
Yeah.
That you could
Yes.
attain.
You guys, I don't need to compare the skill level where when we started to actually get that money, right? Is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, skill level, I think that matters too.
Most of those fires were not because of were not even because of the developers themselves.
Yeah.
It was because of the management of the company. Because I know a guy that I think he worked at a Nigerian crypto company, and his crypto company they put their money on FTX. Like which is like very ridiculous. Can you imagine that? I know the guy is very good, but he has to let him go. So like a lot of that too was also not because of the developers themselves. So I want to get me personal experience of like people like in the Nigerian space, and not even just people companies. You get and what you guys think is the cause for this?
Any personal? I don't think I have a personal.
How
So
about
I've
you?
heard of like situations where there was like mismanagement of funds, and like personally or like probably head management used a lot of money, lived a large life, and when investors came knocking, there was nothing to show the investors. So those kind of situations, obviously,
Yeah.
the company is gone. Everybody there is
Just
everybody is
collateral
out of
damage
a
at
job.
the end of the day.
Yeah.
Have you seen any experience?
I think the one you mentioned about a cryptocurrency company
Yeah.
investing in FTX.
Yeah.
I can say that is one that I think I've experienced, right? Invested money in FTX and they could no longer pay the developers. Developers had to like take pay cuts because the company could no longer afford their normal salary.
Yeah.
That is the only experience that me I have. But it's not me. It's a
not
friend of-
Me, well, as usual, it's just not like I've experienced.
Gist, Abi, yeah, let's get
And
gist
this one
now,
came
yeah.
from an infrastructural point in the company. You know, they had the infrastructure costs were getting out of hand. So they're trying, of course, to reach a point, we're trying to save money, and we're now downsizing on developers. And I think I've had that conversation with somebody in this room about infrastructure costs.
Yeah.
And that's it, especially startups.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've not experienced layoffs, but I think that's one reason.
That happens.
I've actually not heard of infrastructure costs
Causing
causing an
that.
issue like that.
That was
Because I
true.
feel
Like-
you should be able to see something like that coming.
No.
One I've heard is management of firms by the founders, and then
Infrastructure costs. Well, it's possible. It's possible, especially if you are not on top of it and you just AWS now.